You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, let's talk a little bit about this WNBA draft, more so the projected number one overall pick that may not actually happen. Well, wait a minute now. I seem to remember the UConn mob, the UConn mafia, the media agenda forcing Azzi Fudd down everybody's throat. And by the way, the media is still trying to do that. We'll get to that in a minute because WNBA fans, they aren't having it. All right? They absolutely crushed ESPN into dust for trying to, once again, shoving Fudd down your throat. Now, I don't know about you, but that don't sound so good. That don't sound that good at all. Now, of course, this is the girlfriend of Paige Bueckers. So immediately the levels of agenda are multiplying by the second, like gremlins that get wet. All right? Like the Mogwai before you feed the fucker after midnight. Yeah, that's what's happening here. I mean, this is like the Brittany. I haven't seen this much agenda since the Brittany Griner trifecta. We got white girlfriend, a black girlfriend. Holy crap. Check box. I mean, they like broke the box trying to check that one. You got lesbian. Oh. And then you got, of course, the minority situation involved in that. So you got every woman that's a feminist. I mean, you name it. They rewrote the boxes to check that agenda off, right? So something interesting happened on the way to all this. What was it, Rhodes? Azzi Fudd sucked in the NC2A tournament. Was absolute crap. And now, I'll show you in a minute. I've got 3 mock drafts up here. She's not going number 1 in 2 of the 3. All right. Awood Pham is a projected number 1 overall pick for a lot of people now out of Spain. So this is interesting. So Fudd struggled in the Final Four. She finished with 8 points on 3 of 15 shooting. In a loss, by the way. In a loss. Now you come down here in the tournament. Yikes. Aside from UConn's second game where she exploded for 34 points against Syracuse, Fudd never scored more than 13 points in a single game and had less than 10 points in 2 games. She only had fewer than 10 points twice the entire season before the NC2A tournament. In other words, she got fat against a bunch of suck-ass squads. Gotcha. That's all you had to say. Many believe the Dallas Wings will take Fudd with the number 1 pick in the 2026 WNBA draft. Are they dare going to pass on Paige Bueckers' girlfriend? By the way, all of that agenda, that ain't doing nothing for you in Dallas, Texas. I'm just letting you know that right now. That may get you some brownie points in Seattle or Portland. But in Dallas, Texas, yeah, if nothing else, your attendance might actually go down. So before we get to the people scorching ESPN, and they scorched them right here, CBS Sports, this is a mock draft right there. All right. Awood Pham, number 1. Dallas Wings. Azzi Fudd. Yeah, the Storm at number 3. Sporting News. Scroll down. Basically the same picks in the same order. Fudd goes number 3. We got Yahoo Sports, and they've got Fudd going number 1 to Dallas. But 2 out of the 3 now, and this was a person considered a lock by many to have been the number 1 pick in the draft. Ain't looking so hot right now. So ESPN decided to put this post up. Forever the people's princess with a crown. What? 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 Oh, wrong answer. This got obliterated by sports fans. By people, you mean UConn shippers? What? Now she can go suck some more in Dallas with passive Paige Buckethead. Woo-wee! She did not even win a single National Player of the Year and robbed Sarah Strong for Player of the Tournament last year. Stop glazing her. Wow. Overrated and overhyped, just like Paige. Woo! Only UConn folks call her this. Everyone else knows she's just another player who happens to be Paige's girlfriend. Damn. As my boy Ben Daniel would say, damn. Okay. Shots fired. Shots fired. Wow. Easy to score 28. Easy to score when you're up 28 in the fourth. One game with adversity and yeah. Yeah. People who? You mean the UConn Mafia? Laughing my ass off. Just an overrated, always injured player that has to play with a superstar because she is not one. Damn. Maybe UConn's princess, but nobody else's. Forever came up very small when her team needed her. Holy hell. Gross. This person says gross. She's a good player, but had a terrible Final Four. Call it as it is. Been awful the whole tournament. But still got to hear this people's princess shit. I mean, wow. Wow. That. Oh, God. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I don't get the hype about this girl. And I don't get why she's considered the people's princess when she has no personality. First Paige, then Watkins, not Fudd. Please stop. They're all good players, but they're not clutch in the toughest times. Forever a choke job. Wow. Who gave her that name? Who gave her all this recognition over the last year? She's not that good. Wow. Wow. It's hilarious. That's hilarious. We could keep going, by the way. So, I'm going to predict she's going to go number 1. All right. Now, you may be like, Rhodes, really? Yeah, I'm going to predict it because will Dallas actually have the balls to not take her with Paige there? I mean, look, there ought to be I've said one of the biggest conflicts of interest nobody talks about is the relationships in the WNBA and how they're all a conflict of interest. Can you imagine having the inside scoop on your opponent? And it's happening all over the league. I mean, I'd have put that in my CBA. Woo, that would have pissed them off. No more interleague relation. I just shut it down. Oh, but Rhodes, you can't. Look, if I'm going to pay you real money, you're going to abide by my rules. Or don't play. Go to Europe. Peace. I mean, seriously. What are we talking about here? Be professionals or don't be. It's that simple. God, guess what? You'd get a lot more viewers if that stuff wasn't, yeah. Tell me what you think. Oh, mother fud. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.